ahead because we're getting some breaking news from Guwahati where we know there seems to be a meeting taking place. I want to go across to Piyush joining us from Guwahati. Piyush, over to you.
Yes, the meeting is going on inside the Radisson Blue Hotel, and what we are now given to understand is that at 11, Uddhav Samanta, the freshly coming Sena rebel MLA, will be doing a Facebook Live at 11. And as we are speaking, the meeting is being chaired by Eknath Shinde. Remember that there are around 39 MLAs of Shiv Sena who are present inside this very hotel, which is here in Guwahati. The close watch is being kept on the developments. Those are also to take place in Supreme Court. If we talk about today's court proceedings, what we are given to understand is that the Eknath Shinde camp has challenged the disqualification notice which was given by Deputy Speaker to the Shinde camp. They have also challenged the appointment of Ajay Chaudhary as a Sena legislature party leader and Sunil Prabhu as the chief whip. They are saying that they have got the numbers and they are the one who should now call the shots. On the other side, the Uddhav Thackeray camp, Uddhav, is now claiming that this disqualification does apply on them because even if they have a two-third majority, they have not merged with any political party. So there are some legal nuances. Those are needs to be explored, and this is what Shinde camp is right now doing, and they have moved to Supreme Court. We'll have to wait and watch how the proceedings go on. But what we can confirm right now is that at 11, Uddhav Samant is going to do a Facebook Live where he is going to address to the workers supporting Eknath Shinde and also these MLAs who have come here. It's going to be important to watch what he tells us. Remember that there have been series of informations and also statements being shared by Eknath Shinde camp. They have made it very clear that their one and only demand is that Shiv Sena must come out of this Mahavikas Aghadi alliance because their agenda of Hindutva has now been diluted and they would not want to continue with Congress and NCP. In fact, they are subjected to criticism whenever they go in society, go to meet their workers. They criticize them for having an alliance with Congress and NCP. So looking at all the equations, today is going to be a very important day where Uddhav camp is going to oppose the pleas. Those have been filed by Eknath Shinde camp. We'll have to wait and watch how Supreme Court is going to look into these important demands where they have now requested to court to look into this disqualification notice which has been given to them. Before I toss it back to you, let me tell to our viewers that today by evening these MLAs had to respond to Speaker, but they have now moved to court. This Speaker had asked them to give the reply in return or come in or appear before Speaker in person, but they have now moved to court. We'll have to wait and watch them how the court is going to look into the pleas petitions those have been filed by Shinde camp.
All right, let me tell you the breaking news that's coming in from the Supreme Court. The bench is assembled that's going to hear this matter. It's a vacation bench. Court number 16. The matter will be item number 34. Currently, as I'm speaking, the mentioning is going on. And what we are going to be seeing at item number 34 is what is going to happen. The Supreme Court's bench of Justice Suryakant and Justice Pardiwala already assembled and mentioning happens in Court 16. Viewers, this is a vacation bench that's hearing the matter since it's vacation time. Several of the legal luminaries also traveling as of now, but this bench is now assembled. It's going to be soon and quickly be hearing the matter. Mentioning is happening as we are speaking. I also want to go across to Sambhav who's joining us. Sambhav, take us through what's happening in the court.
Yes, so the bench has assembled, the vacation bench of the Supreme Court of Justice Suryakant and Justice G.V. Pardiwala has assembled and hearing is likely to begin any time. Now, speaking of the two petitions filed by the Shinde camp of Shiv Sena as the Maharashtra political crisis has hit the legal ground, one of the petitions challenges the decision of the Deputy Speaker Narhari Zirwal to recognize Ajay Chaudhary as the leader of Shiv Sena Legislative Party instead of Shinde. And speaking of the other petition, it is regarding the challenges of the disqualification notices served on Shinde and other 15 MLAs who are there in Guwahati. Now, likely the team for Shinde, as you have pointed out, Rhythm, it could be Ranjit Kumar, the former Solicitor General, and Neeraj Kishan Kaul, also the former Solicitor General and senior advocate, and Congress MP and senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi for Shiv Sena. Now, speaking of the petition again, the notice issued by Deputy Speaker, that is the bone of contention between the Sena factions, one led by Eknath Shinde and the other led by Uddhav Thackeray. So those are basically, as per the petition filed by Eknath Shinde faction, the plea states that until a decision is taken on the proposal to remove the Deputy Speaker of Maharashtra Assembly, till then, as per the plea, they are requesting the apex court to direct Deputy Speaker Narhari Zirwal not to take any action on the disqualification petition against the rival MLAs. Now, Shinde faction, now this is very important, as per the petition, the Shinde faction alleged that the properties of the rival MLAs have been damaged and they are receiving threats. So there is a live threat to the Shinde faction MLAs. It is said in the petition filed by the Shinde faction. Apart from it, the Shinde faction of the Shiv Sena, the petition is regarding, basically they are saying that they have a number. They have number of 39 out of 55 Shiv Sena MLAs, which according to them doesn't fall under the anti-defection law of the 10th schedule of the Constitution of India. So this is the bone of contention. On one hand, they are claiming that they have the number, the Shinde faction has the numbers. On the other hand, a political tussle is going on between the Shiv Sena faction headed by Uddhav Thackeray, wherein Sanjay Raut says that they do not have the number. If they do have the number, they come to the Mumbai and prove the numbers. So this is the basic bone of contention. Now today, when the matter is in the apex court, the apex court might take a stay on the whole matter, or what the apex court do is as a matter of time. We'll let you, we'll update you regarding what's going on in the apex court. Rhythm.
Right. I also want to tell our viewers, since this is a hearing that we are seeing via VC, I can see from court 16 where the court is now hearing mentionings. Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi is currently present. His video is switched on. Very crucial because he's going to be appearing for the Shiv Sena in the matter. I'm also trying to get a sense of who are the other advocates who've already joined in. But this is a case, several lawyers who've joined this very high octave hearing to see what happens in the court today. So I'm just going to be waiting for that to happen. The latest update I got is that mentioning takes place. But what is going to be seen and decided today is whether, constitutionally speaking, viewers, we're going to see whether the actions are whether the actions of the Deputy Speaker are legal or not. But there's a breaking news that's coming in, and I want to go across to Alicia, who's joining us. Alicia, over to you. What's happening there?
They're just waiting what is exactly happening. Even if we know that the statement that was released by Bharatiya Janata Party clearly stating that is they have nothing.
The party clearly stating that is they have nothing to do with the ongoing issues of the Shiv Sena. But yes, there were series of meeting, and even we know that Devendra Fadnavis, who was in touch with the Delhi BJP leadership. So this is the clear indication, and I'll just show the visuals if we can. My video journalist Kanti can show you that we are right outside the Sagar Bungalow where Devendra Fadnavis sits, and there could be a meeting that is going to be held of Bharatiya Janata Party, because they are also been waiting. They all eyes on the Supreme Court. What will be the verdict? So that this is something, because BJP at this point of time is why important to them is just because they have the number of 106. And even we know that from our sources that some of the either way BJP is going to ask for the speaker as well, because we know that the speaker post is still vacant since the time Nana Patole, who was the speaker of the Legislative Assembly, but then he resigned as has been given by the MPCC chief post, and from that way we know that the post of the speaker was vacant, and there is why the Bharatiya Janata Janata Party can go to the governor and ask for to appoint the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, and this can really help the Bharatiya Janata Party, and also this can give a benefit to the Eknath Shinde camp. But everyone has been waiting what the Supreme Court says, because we know that the application that has been given and the Supreme Court is going to hear the matter on the petition that has been filed by Eknath Shinde, clearly stating that the removal of him as the leader of Shiv Sena Legislative Assembly is something invalid and unconstitutional. It's just because he has the number, he has the majority. He already gave a letter to the Deputy Speaker saying that he has the 37 number, the 2/3 majority which has been required for being elected as the legislator, even if that, not considering to the fact where Deputy Speaker has appointed Ajay Chaudhary, who was recommended by the Uddhav Thackeray camp. So this is now hearing is going to take place in the Supreme Court, and on other hand, it's also about the whip chief, because Eknath Shinde, who considered Bharat Seth Guwahati to be the whip chief, but Sunil Prabhu has been appointment, and even they have requested, because some of the no confidence motion that has been rejected by Deputy Speaker, and after which we know that the application given by Uddhav Thackeray camp to disqualify 16 Shiv Sena rebel MLAs, and the notice has already been sent to them, and they have time till today, that is by 5:30 they have to give a reply. But Shinde camp is just waiting for the Supreme Court hearing what will be come up, and then only the action will be taken, because Deepak K. Sarkar in the press conference has clearly stated that they are going to give a befitting reply.